Let's talk about this. This is making the rounds. What's up, Better Than You? This is making the rounds, folks. Joseph motherfucking Rogan.
Yeah, so
At it again. So this is making the rounds. Joseph motherfucking Rogan has come out and is seemingly endorsed, you know, his typical kind of endorsement. Like, you know, he didn't endorse Bernie Sanders, but he was like, I'll vote for him, why not? And now he's doing the same for Ron DeSantis. This is great. This is a great video. Let's watch.
all this stuff is happening while we have a dead man as a president.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Are you throwing out any
it's not fun.
any support towards anyone, or are you going to hold off and
I don't know who this is, and I don't care, but just judging, I've seen this clip before, right? Just judging by the fact that, one, she's on Joe Rogan's show, two, she's like in her bubble, like Ron DeSantis is being seriously considered, right? I don't know who this person is. I've never heard of them before. I've never seen them before. I've never heard their voice before. But chances are this person's a fucking moron. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Because I know, didn't Elon Musk come out recently for DeSantis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Ron DeSantis would work as a good president. I mean, what he's done for Florida has been admirable.
Look at, I feel like I'm doing breaking news right now.
Yeah.
That wasn't even on purpose.
I feel like what he did for Florida, a lot of people gave him a lot of grief, but ultimately he was correct.
He's
He was
amazing.
correct when it comes to like deaths. He was correct when it comes to protecting our vulnerable populations. He was correct.
Protecting our vulnerable populations? The author of the Don't Say Gay push that has put gay and trans people all across the country into fear and hiding. He is helpful to vulnerable people? What? Like, I mean, this is like, a lot of people tell me Joe Rogan used to be good. He wasn't like this, man. Something happened, man. He used to be a normal person. I doubt it. I doubt it. A lot of people are like, oh, he endorsed Bernie. Don't you know that makes him good? Not really. Like, he just said Bernie was better than all the establishment morons. It's not hard to do that. It's not hard to realize that Bernie is better than someone like Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. But, like, I'm going to play this again. The guy who started this national homophobia campaign is helping vulnerable people.
He was correct.
He's
He was
amazing.
correct when it comes to like deaths. He was correct when it comes to protecting our vulnerable populations. He was correct in terms of distribution of monoclonal antibodies, and he was furious when the government tried to pull those. They were trying to pull.
So, why would the government pull an effective treatment? Oh, because the new variants make it less effective. We're not talking about wild type COVID anymore. We're on like BA fucking 69 now, and it doesn't have a new variant name because the national bullshits are basically, they don't want to name it something because then people are going to panic, right? So now we're on BA 69, right? Like, this is all just made up. This is made up. Like, Joe Rogan just made all this up. Like, you know that meme, like, you know, works cited and then it's like a used crack pipe? That's this. He just made it up.
Very effective treatments. You know, he is not perfect. He's a human being. But what he's done is stand up for freedoms. And people think that
Stand up for freedoms. The same guy that put forth a bill and signed into law that anyone with a car can drive into a protester or a crowd of protesters and kill them, and it's fine. In Florida, if someone is carrying a sign through a crosswalk, you are legally allowed to run them down with your car. But that's defending freedoms? In a state where, in order to be a worker in the public sector, you need to sign and pledge a loyalty oath to the government of Israel. That is a state that is being the bastion of freedom. To be a teacher Not only do you have to be straight, you can't be gay and be a teacher anymore. You have to literally pledge your oath to the government of Israel. What? What?
So this was some weird gaslighting shit that went on where people equated freedom and saying the word freedom to like right-wing bigotry and hate. It is so strange.
I would love to see a longer clip for this, but yeah, freedom is a right-wing dog whistle, because if you're saying freedom is being upheld by the guy who is oppressing people's right to protest, who is oppressing people's right to be gay in public, who is oppressing people's right to have abortion, Florida Medicaid is now saying that transgender adults are not covered under Florida Medicaid. That's not freedom, motherfucker. That is oppressive tyranny. So yes, there is a lot of gaslighting going on. The gaslighting is from these fucking freak shows that are trying to tell us that Ron DeSantis upholds freedom when all of his actions have been the exact opposite of freedom every step of the way. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These motherfuckers are ridiculous. And you ever notice, by the way, that it's these rich pricks that are coming out for Ron DeSantis? Like the people that know that the Trump brand was damaged by January 6th, so they want to learn from that lesson and they want to start over. These billionaire and multi-hundred millionaire, rich, out-of-touch pricks are the ones being super involved in this Ron DeSantis thing. It's almost like there's a lot of money behind it. It's ludicrous. Ron DeSantis is the freedom guy because he was anti-vax and and pro-COVID denial. Like he just pretended COVID wasn't a thing, and that's freedom? What about the freedom to protest? What about the freedom to say, hey, I don't like the government of Israel? If I said that I don't buy products that were made in Israel, I would be banned from working in the public sector in Florida. That's not freedom. That's tyranny. This fucking shit's ludicrous. These people don't know anything. Like, if Joe Rogan's podcast was just like, bro, man, I did weed the other day, man, and bro, I was listening to, like, a record, man, and it made me feel like, you know, like, if that was the whole Joe Rogan show, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But, like, this show is turned into, like, someone who doesn't know anything, has never read a book, pontificating about the world's most important issues. Like, I'm sorry, man. Maybe read a couple books. Maybe talk to people outside your bubble. When's the last time Joe Rogan has spoken to someone outside of his bubble? When's the last time a poor person went on this fucking guy's show? Why doesn't Joe Rogan go on the street and do like a Steven Crowder deal? Do a show on the street, ask random people about what they think about his show and about his stupid fucking opinions. This guy loves to pretend like he's like some representative of the regular average person. But he's not. He's a rich, out of touch, stupid fucking moron. And the only people, because I know when I clip this, I'm going to get the Joe Rogan defenders. The fan club. The people that's like, I wasn't so man. Right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, imagine like your life is based around simping for people that have more money than anyone you've ever met in your personal life combined, multiplied by 78. Like, Jesus goddamn motherfucking Christ, man. Holy shit. Motherfuckers are dumb as hell. They're just dumb as hell. They're dumb, they're dumb, they're dumb.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ